just had the privilege of meeting today. I've spoke with, I guess, can I call Keith your boss?
Yeah, sure.
I've spoken with his boss and met his boss on a couple of occasions. They're with the West Virginia Citizens Defense League, and issues like this pertaining to our constitutional rights, Second Amendment in particular, are very, very important to them. And they go all over this state and represent people who are trying to have their rights infringed. So if you will, please help me welcome Sean Dill from the West Virginia Citizens Defense League.
How's everybody doing?
Fantastic.
All right. I see a lot of the cool looking black shirts, so I know our membership's got a presence here. I see a few more without them, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about who we are and what we do. As Sean said, Keith Morgan is president. You guys may have seen him on TV with Bray Carey, just absolutely giving him a waylay right around Christmas. Well, I serve on the board of WVCDL. We are nonpartisan, we are nonprofit, we are all volunteer. We're a grassroots organization. Our goal is to protect and restore your right to keep and bear arms. Since our founding in 2007, we've already had a significant impact on Second Amendment issues in this state. In our time since our founding, the number of states having concealed handgun reciprocity has increased from 3 states to 33 states. That number we hope to increase by 2 more in very short order, because we were able to get a law passed this year to expand reciprocity that allow us to add Alabama and Georgia as we work with Patrick Morrisey, the Attorney General. This past year's been huge for gun rights. We've had ups, we've had downs. I'll give you a few of the highlights of the good things. We got a record number of pro-gun bills signed into law. 5 pro-gun bills are now law. Everybody's heard the ridiculous hunting regulation. Can't fire a firearm within 500 feet of a house. It didn't specify whose house. Doesn't matter if it's a house that's been empty for the last 200 years. We got a law to put an exemption for your own home. You can now hunt, discharge a firearm if there's nobody else around. We got another one. Everybody heard what happened in Katrina. They go around, start rounding up guns, and a state of emergency was their excuse. We all know that's BS. We got one matter. Not only can they not confiscate firearms, they cannot restrict your firearms at all. That includes ammunition, accessories, possession, transfer. And of course the big one, we were able to strengthen preemption and strike down the ridiculous gun laws in Charleston. The 3-day wait, the mandatory registration, all that ridiculousness is going to be gone. That law's in a 90-day grace period right now. It's going to run out in October, and never again will they be able to pass that. The legislature is the law of the land, and a $2 tyrant doesn't have the right to pass gun laws infringing on our freedoms. Now some of the bad things we've had happen. This December, I'm sure there's not a single person here didn't have their lives saturated with those horrific murders in Connecticut. And every time a tragedy like that happens, that just happens to involve a firearm, what happens? We get these anti-gun vultures that start standing on top of the bodies of dead people and use them to push their agenda down other people's throats. Vultures like our own Senator Joe Manchin. Just hours after this tragedy, he gets his ugly mug on TV. He doesn't know anybody needs more than 3 bullets in their gun for deer hunting. You know what, Joe? This ain't about deer hunting, brother.
That's right.
Not one line of the Second Amendment happened this year all over the country, breaking out like a bad rash. We've got somebody that ate a Pop-Tart that happened to resemble a gun. They get tossed out of school. Side note, public service announcement, the capital letter L is now going to be banned. It's deemed dangerous for the children. It resembles a firearm. So no capital L's, please. We've got another kid getting kicked out of school because he had a little green army man with him. We've got another made a finger and a bang bang noise playing cops and robbers. Get him kicked out of school for being violent. I used to look at these cases and think, thank goodness I live in West by God. Yeah! That'll never happen here! That won't happen in my state. And it sure as hell won't happen in the free state of Logan County. Folks, I'm here today because it did happen. It did happen here. This time, those vultures I mentioned are the ragingly anti-gun Logan County School Board. And now we've got an overzealous teacher and a bunch of corrupt city officials that got nothing better to do but harass 14-year-old kids. They gotta go! And all this because he wore a shirt they didn't agree with. They're threatening his future, his prospects for a job, for college, anything. Did you guys see the reporter on WVCDL Channel 13 getting thrown out of this courthouse?
Yeah.
Yep.
Open court, trying to file a motion to intervene on behalf of the press. That's our voices. That's our news source. What this building do? You're not welcome here. Get out. What are they trying to hide? They're trying to censor this story so you don't hear about it.
Absolutely.
And I think I know why. They know this is going to make you angry. They know this is going to make you get off the couch and go do something about it.
Yeah, right.
And that scares them because they work for us.
They gotta go.
I know everybody goes into the elections and anybody marked with an incumbent on the school board, tossed out of office. Well, I've got a shirt here that I want Jared to wear next time he goes to class. I'll tell you what, those cross rifles on the outline of this great state offend anybody? The instructions are on the bottom. Molo lobby. Go Jered!